Hello everybody. Thank you for paying attention to our review. Now we will look at the main indicators of the company Fitell Corp, ticker FTEL. This review was made using information as of July 24, 2024. According to Classification Guru.Markets company Fitell Corporation belongs to the subcategory Fitness. 24 organizations take part in the analysis. This is quite representative. Let's start with summary information about the company. If necessary, you can put a stop. You can take a closer look at all the indicators of the organization in question. You can view the database with the structure of company tickers using the link in the pinned comment. Please share the link to the security analysis with your friends. Well, friends, let's begin. Market capitalization of the organization Fitell Corporation estimated at $0.15 billion. And the market capitalization of the subcategory is $47 billion. Fitell Corporation has a share of 0.326% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.01 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $13 billion. Fitell Corporation constitutes a share of 0.075%. Comparing the shares of market and book value, we see the following. Occupied share Fitell Corporation in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 0.326%. The balance sheet capitalization is 0.075%. This is 77% less than the share of the exchange value. Assessment of the company's share of market and book value in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Final company assessment Fitell Corporation will be presented at the end of the review. Please look at the logic of the analysis in full. The financial liabilities of the organization under study amount to $0.001 billion. Debt to book value represents 10% of a company's equity. Result on the company's financial obligations, very good, 2 points. The balance of a company's stock market value to its profit is 0. With an average for the subcategory of 53.2, which is much worse than the average for the subcategory. Assessment of market price to earnings ratios in comparison with subcategory companies. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$4 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. Which is very bad for the company's price. Assessment of projected future profits in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's value to revenue balance is 39.8. The subcategory average of 1.2 is 3,217% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's stock price to revenue indicators in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Bad, -1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $0 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. Which is bad for the company's price. An assessment of the estimated future revenue indicator in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The margin is -108.5%, with an average in the subcategory of 2.2%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 110.7%. Assessment of sales profitability in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.008%. This is 3,975% less than the market capitalization share. And this shows the imbalance of the current exchange value of the organization Fitell Corporation, probably towards revaluation. The amount of market capital per company employee is $11,000. Whereas for the subcategory it is $264,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's indicators is 4,066.7%. Estimation of the amount of company capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per employee is $0,000. Average by subcategory, $5,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 100%. Estimation of profit for each employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The share of sales per employee of the organization is $271,000. In the subcategory $225,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 20%. Estimation of revenue per individual employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The volume of sales transactions corresponds to 32.1%, with an average for the subcategory of 9.4%. This is a short squeeze indicator. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 33% for the company Fitell Corp. For the subcategory, the RSI level, 14, is approximately 50%. Technically, securities in the subcategory are rated higher than Fitell Corporation. Comparing the price movement of a company's shares Fitell Corporation and subcategory shares. We see that over the past 12 months the company's shares Fitell Corp showed a change of 0%. Against price changes in the subcategory -15.3%. This definitely doesn't mean anything, but you need to keep this fact in mind. The result is as follows, -5.5 out of 10 points. Average result for the subcategory, 2.1 points. If you look broadly, within the entire market in general, we will see that the average score for the stock market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against the company's score of -5.5 points Fitell Corp. Let's look at the order table, which is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions by the information and reference evaluation system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is free and open. Link in pinned comment. Let me remind you, earlier July 19, 2024. The order was published, company ticker FTEL. Information and Reference Assessment System Guru.Markets, the following decision is made on this order. Close the deal. The final profit was 29.7%. Thank you all very much for watching this video and for using the Information and Reference System Guru.Markets. You are all truly the coolest audience in the world.